Was geht, Leute? Ähm, Ich kann das erklären. Wir spielen Resident Evil 4 Otome Edition, weil heute, heute ist ja Valentinstag und nur mal eine kurze Erklärung. Äh, Resident Evil 4 Otome Edition ist ein Dating-Simulator von Resident Evil 4. Wir spielen aus der Sicht von Ashley. Ich habe Ich habe legit keine Ahnung, was jetzt passieren wird hier alles, aber weil es ja ein Dating-Sim ist, gehe ich davon aus, dass wir Charaktere wie Leon oder Louis daten werden. Ich fand diese Idee einfach so lustig. Ich musste es machen. Und es gibt keinen besseren Tag, als an fucking Valentinstag das zu machen. Wir gucken, was passieren wird, ne? Syntherak Stadtjäger, was geht? Uh, Hi there. Welcome to Resident Evil 4 Otome Edition. Before you dive in, we need to do a little housekeeping. First, legal stuff. This game is a parody made solely for entertainment purposes. All copyrights belong to their respective owners. If you haven't bought a copy of Resident Evil 4 yet, well, we don't believe you, but go ahead and do that. Also Leute, habt ihr es verstanden? Wenn ihr kein Resident Evil 4 habt, dann kauft es. Okay, done. Cool. Next thing is decide how you want to preload. This will load assets into memory and create a smoother experience. Choose the method. The fuck? Uh, what? Uh, by chapter, okay. Alright, you only see the loading at the beginning of a chapter. Good chance to take a break and rest your funny bone. Wird das Game jetzt die ganze Zeit so still sein oder? Ja. Well. Das wird. Oh mein Gott. Das wird ein Spaß. Leider gibt es kein GTA-Dating-Sim. Aber ich fand das so witzig, dass Resident Evil sowas hat. New Game.
Resident Evil 4.
I'll never forget it.
Talk about near-death experience.
Ashley, get out of there!
It was the year everything changed. I became the president's daughter.
We kidnapped the president's daughter in order to give her our power and then send her down.
Many years have passed since the horrendous incident, and in all that time I've never told anyone my side of the story. My name is Ashley Gray, and it's about time. Chapter 1. Holding on to a hero. Well, das wird. Ich bin mir nicht sicher, ob das jetzt ein totaler Reinfall sein wird oder ob das jetzt mega funny sein wird. Episode 1, Reloving the Nightmare. Oh mein Gott, ich hab in meinem Leben noch nie ein fucking Dating-Sim gespielt, Leute. Noch nie. Fabik, was geht?
Your exams are done, thank goodness. God, I can't believe I'm gonna make a scene, government. I can just hear Daddy creeping about it. Think of the headlines. Ashley, President Daughter, can barely pass college government course. Administration's credibility in doubt. It's not that it was hard, just supremely dull. Political theory is already dangerous and it didn't help that Dr. Deverox is a total mandroid. We are all the young, passionate teachers. That's what my generation needs. Dad is always pushing me to find a pet project. Well, I guess I'll have plenty of time to think of a pitch on the way back to DC for now. Better hurry and find my driver before Jenna finishes her exam. She's never more than a few minutes behind me. I'm starting to think it's intentional. I pulled out my phone to call my driver, only to find that the battery had died while I was taking my exam. Then I really need to remember to charge this thing more often. I don't need Daddy creeping at me about that too. Well, at least John is the predictable sort. He'll probably just be outside my residence hall.
Jo, was geht, Nemesis? Was geht, eins an der Waffel? Willkommen zum Resident Evil 4 Dating Sim. Willkommen, willkommen. Schönen Valentinstag euch auf jeden Fall.
I started walking toward my sorority building and quickly spotted my driver's usual car. The person standing next to the car, however, was anything but expected. Excuse me, sir, but are you looking for me?
You're Ashley Graham?
Yes. Listen, if this is about my father's recent statement about slashing the veterans' budget, I don't...
No, I'm your bodyguard. I've been sent by the president to escort you back home.
Oh, Dad told me that I would be getting a new bodyguard.
Caught you off guard, didn't I?
In the flesh. Caught you off guard, didn't I?
Yeah, definitely. Also, did something change? Dad said I wouldn't meet my new bodyguard until I got back home.
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, to the change of plans. We received intel suggesting you might be a target for a kidnapping.
What? Here in the hallowed halls of Harvard?
We don't know exactly, but they didn't want to take any chances. That's why I'm here.
What's with the dubious chuckle? Probably just another dude who thinks muscles are a good replacement for tech. Been there, done them. Well, Mr. Bodyguard, do you have a name to go by?
It's Klaus.
Klaus? Is that German or Austrian maybe? You do remind me a little of
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
what with the muscles and the skull?
When I was in the military, a few did call me the Terminator.
Yeah.
Hey, don't go anywhere.
Can't I wouldn't have pinned him as a dedicated recycler. It really doesn't pay to stereotype.
Anyway, are you ready to go?
Well, I was thinking of grabbing a few things from my dorm room.
Well, arrange for it to be brought to you. Don't know who we can trust out here.
Oh, come on. Will only take a few minutes besides my roommate. Hey, Ashley, wait up. I looked to my right to see Jenna running towards us much faster than one would think, possibly in 6-inch heels. Klaus, do you know what the sound is?
No.
It's a sound of bitch. I made an A in government and I'm here to gloat. I can't be here for this. Act like we're in a hurry, Klaus.
Some of us are, Ash.
I waved dismissively to Jenna as I approached the passenger door. Sorry, Jenna, I'm kinda in danger. I'll write you on aim.
Jetzt mal eine kurze Frage, Leute. Soll ich das weiter auf Englisch machen oder soll ich das so gut es geht auf Deutsch übersetzen, was sie hier labern? Ist es für euch verständlich, wenn ich das auf Englisch mache? Mal so am Rande erwähnt. Oder soll ich das so gut es geht auf Deutsch machen? Englisch? Ja dann. Ich würde mal sagen, Syntherex hat gesprochen. Ach, aber ich kann, ehrlich gesagt, diese hohe Stimme von Ashley jetzt nicht die ganze Zeit machen. Das geht so in die Stimmbänder rein, ne? Klaus and I leapt inside the car. It's a little neater than John usually keeps it, but still smells like his cologne. I guess Klaus doesn't get his own right. It's a small cost of the war on terror that you don't think about. Finally.
Oh, stop
Complaining, just go. Warum geht das automatisch? Hallo. Klaus started up the car, which kept me from hearing what Jenna was trying to say, as she ran up to the door. I hate that I have to indulge her just to keep her from gossiping about me to the press. She doesn't even want to talk to me. She just wants to compare bodyguards and grades. Well, Klaus, you are part of Grahamily now. So you should roll down the window and tell Jenna how important your mission is. Maybe then she'll go away. Ashley, is this your new bodyguard? Der hat einfach eine fucking Flashbang. Der hat Jenna einfach geflasht. Oh my god, Klaus, did you just blow up Jenna? Just a flash grenade. Saw somebody popping their head out of the bushes behind her. Yeah, it's called paparazzi. They practically live in bushes. Have you not with famous people before? Just a bunch of flies looking for shit. Where's the harm in swatting a few? Because those flies are people, Klaus. People who can file lawsuits. And with Jenna roped in, oh my god, she'll be feeding quotes to the tabloids for weeks.
Just trying to have fun.
Relax, princess, just trying to have fun. Besides, couple of weeks from now, I doubt anybody's gonna care. Glad you're so optimistic, but just humor me by going for more low-key fun from now on, okay? If anybody asks, we'll just fall back on the kidnapping threat you mentioned. Heh, sounds like a plan. As Klaus drove away, I looked at Jenna as she stumbled around blindly groping at air. That should have concerned me more at the time, but pettiness is a hell of a drug. Episode 2. Take me on a joyride. Wouldn't have taken Klaus for the Samba type. I wonder if he's gay. Warte, ich muss mal kurz meine Facecam ein bisschen höher machen. Sonst seht ihr ja den Text dort nicht. Did I not just say it doesn't pay to stereotype? I'm getting worried that hypocrisy is hard-coded into the Graham fam gene pool. Still, I wish he'd said something. It's downright claustrophobic in here. Maybe he'd entertain a few questions. But seriously, what do I say? So, how much fun are steroids? God, there's gotta be something. I turned the music knob down a little and Klaus' eyes darted toward me. Definitely should avoid the stereotype question. Oh Gott. Ich habe nicht damit gerechnet, dass ich Fragen stellen muss. Fragen wir doch mal, wie sein Liebesleben ist, ne? So, you have any special someone back home waiting for you? It's cool if you're single too, nothing wrong with that. I'm single, haha. I just thought maybe someone had snatched you up. I mean, what girl can resist silence, scars and muscles, right? Haha, yeah. I like men. Ey, jedem das seine, aber ich habe das von Krauser niemals gedacht. Von Krauser hätte ich das niemals gedacht. Oh yeah, I'm glad to know we have that in common. It's important to have shared interests. Man, I so called that. So, how to get that scar, if you don't mind me asking? What scar? Oh, nothing. It must have just been delayed, haha. Poor man must be sensitive about this sloppy counselor job. I should try to be more thoughtful and encouraging about his explorations. Once I've rallied from this, I'll subtly give him some tips. Enough chit-chat, we're taking a detour. A detour where? Klaus! Klaus swerved onto a dirt road of the highway. At the speed he was going, I felt like my intestines had become a trampoline for my stomach. The path eventually leveled as we came into a clearing, allowing me to complain properly, my god. What's the big deal, Klaus? You're not Mad Max. They wanted you back as soon as possible, just doing my job. Man, if he's this intense just doing his job, I feel sorry for his boyfriends. Alright, we're here, let's go. Klaus broke the car to a screeching halt and motioned for me to get out. Where is here exactly? It's a helipad, we're gonna fly, you okay with that? Not if you're gonna cop an attitude. This guy is something else, he's being all pissy with me, but it's not like I supported the bill for the veterans budget cuts. Taking out your aggression on a sweet summer child just isn't right. Looking around, we seem to be at suspiciously empty and remote helipad. I had a sinking feeling in my gut that something was amiss. Hey Klaus, is this an official US military helipad? I've been to a bunch, but this seems a little underfunded.
A little too quick for you?
You catch on slow as expected. Haben wir schon über den Fahrzeughersteller gesprochen? Ich hab das darauf gar nicht geachtet. I'm not in the mood for your snark, Klaus. You tell me what's going on right now.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking. You're being kidnapped, Ash. The rest isn't for you to worry about. How could you do this to me? Do our mutual nicknames mean nothing to you? It was fun while it lasted. Is this about money? My dad can give you money. Sorry, girlie. What I want is access to Lord Sadler, and you're the payment. Lord who? My god, what kind of political scandals am I getting wrapped up in this time? Almost let it slip. Enough talk. Time to fly, princess.
You're mine.
Er hat die einfach geflasht. Einfach eine Flashbang ins Gesicht geworfen.
Am I dreaming? I feel as heavy as I do when I eat a dozen Krispy Kremes. Not that I've ever done that yesterday.
Wow.
I remember now. That bastard Klaus knocked me out. Did he tie me up and why do I feel cold? I just feel so tired, but I gotta push past it. Come on, Ashley, open your eyes. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh my Christ, it's a Cenobite.
Ah, our precious friend is awake. Surprising.
Wait, no, I think it's just a really
Ugly wizard.
Not that he couldn't be both. I mean, what was Pinhead but a wizard of pain? But more to the point, oh god, I don't want to be tortured.
Be at peace, Ashley. You are a guest of honor.
Guest of honor? In what, North Korea?
Oh, Junge, Alter. Und was geht? I hope you don't mind receiving gifts from an, older gentleman, Ashley. Das hört sich sehr weird an. It is a once-in-a-lifetime gift, after all, unmatched in the world. Freedom. Not your Hollywood version of freedom, no. True freedom. From burden, responsibility, indecision, you will never have another worry in your mind. The blissful ignorance of your youth will be everlasting.
What is this guy talking about? He's blabbering about freedom and I'm strapped to what feels like a dentist chair. The irony might kill me before he does.
Wait a second. Is this that Lord Settlement? Is this the Lord Settlement that Klaus mentioned?
Why does he look like he just came from a gothic fanfare?
And slightly more important, why does he look like he's lived 3 lifetimes? Doesn't that sound wonderful? Free from the confusion and filth of this world, living in endless bliss. Is that not the very essence of heaven?
Wow, that's like the exact argument my Sunday school teacher gave to encourage abstinence.
It didn't work, then it won't work now. Your resistance is natural. You people embrace change so readily, my god. But you will see the light soon enough.
Great, a real Aunt Lydia
type. What will be easy to reason? That will be easy to reason with.
Stay calm, Ashley. Your kidnapping survival course
Prepared you for this exact scenario. I just need to apply its lessons wisely. Ach du Scheiße, die hatte einen Kidnapping-Survival-Kurs? Ja gut, ich meine... Okay.
First, knowledge is power. Second, courtesy is the password to safety. Third, if you look back, you'll soon be going that way. Wait, those might just be fortune cookies saying.
Thanks.
But hey, point made, which is that I need to ask me some questions.
You are a televangelist? What the fuck is ein televangelist? So, New World Order.
About this New World Order thing.
I'm afraid I can't understand you while you're mumbling. You have to speak up.
What am I thinking? I can't afford to expend my meager energy on such a crazy topic. Next. As tired as I feel, I'm clearly busting in sedatives, so a simple question is probably for the best. I just gotta push past the fatigue. Where am I?
Where are you? I suppose there's no harm in you knowing now. You are in Spain, but don't worry, you won't be here for long. You'll go as quickly and quietly as you came. Screw you. Ah. What? There's another person in the room. Yes, Barto, it seems that our precious guest would like your assistance in obtaining our power. Lord Sadler. Alter, dieses Gesicht. God alive, it's like died butterball. Yes, move into my periphery. Was? Move into my periphery, thanks. At least I won't be visually traumatized. Now, my minion, remember to put the needle in very slowly. We wouldn't want to hurt our new friend after all. I felt a prick at the nape of my neck, followed by something shooting into my bloodstream, something squirmy. I would have felt more rewarded had I the energy. A perfect a perfect penetration, Barto. You're really living up to your name. Das brauche ich anscheinend nicht zu sagen. Yes, I will feed you after you finish sweeping up the room. Now go. I could feel my already tenuous consciousness beginning to fade again. I struggled to stay awake, but it was in vain. The only comfort was the departure of those hideous men. As the eternal darkness swallowed me, I uttered a single prayer to whoever could hear. Ashley's call was absorbed by the darkness. Father, I brought Sarah as you asked. Good. Place him in the dresser and lock it tightly. Will the Lord punish him for what he stole from us, Father? That depends entirely on the good doctor and his corporation. Whether or not he chooses to atone, we will regain what is ours. Father Mendes! Speak, my child. The American agent, he has been spotted outside the village. Then let us set our plan into motion. Has the president's daughter been secured? Yes, Father. She's in the church. Good. We must keep the agent from reaching her. You, return to the village and instruct the others to deter him at all costs, but keep him alive if you can. As a precaution, take this file and leave it in the village. Somewhere the American agent will likely find it. If we do not capture him first, it should guide him here. Then I will deal with him personally. Yes, Father, under your eye. Consider your remaining time a gift, Sarah. Hopefully you will not squander this one. Louis! Alter, ich verliere Haare. Episode 4, you've entered an insane world. Ah, what is this? Satan's alarm clock? I covered my ears until the ringing stopped. The sound seemed like one of those old church bells they ring at European cathedrals. Apparently that's only romantic from a distance. With the sound gone, I took inventory of my surroundings. Looks like some kind of dinky storage room. In considering the drumline competition now playing out in my skull, I assumed that I'm in the storage room of a church. I got up and rustled the doorknob for formality's sake, but of course it was locked. I'm really regretting taking construction as an elective instead of locksmithing. Seriously, when am I ever going to drive a bulldozer? I poked around the room for a bit. Oh, das war Foreshadowing, was sie hatte. Wann wird sie jemals einen Bulldozer oder so fahren? Das war Foreshadowing. Das Spiel ist anders wild, ehrlich. I poked around the room for a bit, but it was barren. Nothing but barrels and sacks and hopelessness. So kinda like Mortal 9, but even more urines. I slumped back down against one of those barrels and gave the full weight of my attention to my predicament. So, I'm in Spain, in probably a poor part of Spain. if the drabby room is anything to go by. Klaus was a trap. An ugly old man settled with me something against my will as part of his new world order, and I'm famished. Are you there, God? It's me, Ashley. Could really use some help right now. Anything you got, just deposit it right into my brain. I promise I'll pay you back. Warte, was gibt's eigentlich als Option? Ah. Hast du Kingdom Hearts gespielt? Tatsächlich nur den ersten Teil. Oh, my tracking device. Yeah, it was in my scarf. God bless you, John, for hassling me about that every freaking day. I hurriedly dove my hands into the fabric of my scarf. Oh no, 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 no. It's gone. God damn it. I probably shouldn't think that in a church. At least that's what I would say if this wasn't the house of the devil. But seriously, who knows where it dropped? Klaus could have found it while we were in the helicopter and thrown it out to sea. I'm just... so it isn't... fair. And with that realization, the dam broke. For several minutes, I cried openly and cursed my terrible fate. My throat became coarse and my gulping sobs quickly took on the tone of a rusted gear. What? Oh, blood! Oh God, what's going? Jetzt wird's wild. Huh? I awoke suddenly, startled by some weird sounds coming from outside. Not quite as hard on my ears, but the jury's out on what they'll mean for my health. My gut reaction was that it was just some more of those cue balls coming to pray for whatever it is they pray for. Their masters love, Rogaine, and also I don't know. The movement is different though. It's like something large creaking back and forth weird. Some kind of ritual maybe, and by ritual I obviously mean shunting. Ich spiele gerade Kingdom Hearts 2 und alleine das Intro hat fast 3 Stunden gedauert. Ach du Scheiße. Sweet merciless God, I'm imagining it now. Oh, it's just the worst thing. It was quiet for a minute, then I heard the dry screech of a mechanism rising. Steps drew nearer, closing in on my makeshift prison. Oh my God, they're coming for me. What did Saddle want with me again? To make me the orgy queen? Was? I don't know, cause I don't listen to ugly old men, but it was probably that. Well, if they think I'm gonna be oh mein Gott. Habe ich das ja richtig verstanden? Ach du Scheiße. Sie hat echt Angst, dass jetzt Männer reinkommen und die eine fette Gangbang-Party starten mit ihr. Well, if they think I'm gonna be fertilized without a fight, then they're gonna learn a hard lesson in being sorely mistaken. I spotted a plank of wood on the ground next to me. Seems appropriate for this unholy space. Let's see how well it fits in some eyeballs. The doorknob gave a creaky sigh as it began to turn. My heart raced. My eyes darted from the door to the plank. Now or never. Ashley!
Don't come!
Well, someone gave us some... well, someone gave us some Dragon Balls and called me Yamcha, cause I'm about to be dead. Da hat wohl jemand Dragon Ball geguckt. Moin, Netek, was geht? Hey, take it easy! How dare you tell me to take it easy? After what happened with Klaus, Ashley Graham is nobody's fool. No, get away! I persisted as I ran back to the barrels. I wonder if he'd lose sight of me if I had held a barrel between us at eye level. Just because it sounds stupid doesn't mean it won't work. Calm down, everything's going to be just fine. My name's Leon. I'm under the president's order to rescue you. I wish that would have told Dad that I loved him more and that Mom is having an
Bruh.
What? Wait.
What? My father?
What? My father? My body surged forward out of sheer relief. I'm saved. It's a Christmas miracle. My heartbeat began to slow a little, giving me a chance to examine my rescue in full.
That's right. And I have to get you out of here. Now come with me.
Jetzt, meine lieben Leute, jetzt wird es spicy. That's right, and I have to get you out of here. Now come with me. Boom. As my eyes feasted on the... Ich muss die Musik leiser machen, es ist zu laut. As my eyes feasted on the Adonis in front of me, my vision became inexplicably clouded by bubbles and sparkles. My brain also started playing a song I think I heard in a laxative commercial one time. You know, the kind that says if you just push hard enough, all your dreams will come true and your business will thrive. The point is, I'm safe, baby, and by a super hot dude. I had a million questions to ask him, but my tongue was dragging on the floor in the wake of his sexiness. So I just followed him instead. Leon the professional. As soon as I was up, Leon pulled out what looked like an old walkie-talkie. Wow, I haven't seen one of those in a while. I thought those lines were notoriously easy to jack. Oh, I know. He's using it because no one would suspect a US agent to use such outdated tech. Genius.
It's Leon. I've succeeded in extricating my subject.
I love a man with a big vocabulary. He could extricate me anytime. Oh wait, I guess he already is.
Where's the extraction point? Got it. I'm on my way.
I wanted to make conversation since I hadn't spoke to anyone who wasn't gross or close for an mein Gott, indeterminate time, meine Fresse, Alter. Ich muss mal anfangen, mehr Englisch zu lesen. But he seemed busy. Breaking barrels? What was that number? And why do the words Leon's barrel blast seem so prominent in my thoughts? Is this coping? Anyway, maybe he's making sure there's no cultist spies hiding in the barrels. I sure wouldn't want to be them right now. With every barrel decimated, I thought he might at least ask me about my general state of health, but instead he moved briskly toward the door. Was wurde aus Resident Evil 4? Das frage ich mich auch, Leute. Ups. Warte mal. Ich habe ein Inventory? Warum? Warum habe ich ein Inventory? Warum habe ich ein Inventory? Is he the Kudir type? I hope not. Those are always a bummer in crisis, especially emotional ones. Whoa, the testosterone is palpable. But hey, any dude can open a door for a lady. It takes a real gentleman to open them in a way that reflects how badly she wants to exit said door. We ran down the snaking corridor and approached the ladder. Did someone carry me up at this thing? That seems crazy, but par for the course, I guess. Before I could even look over the edge, Leon jumped to the ground below, landing with a confident thud. Now here's a man who doesn't waste any time. Well, when in Spain... Yeah. Geez, I know I get a little dizzy around cute guys, but that was unnecessarily impulsive. Kinda like I wasn't even in control of myself. In any case, I should probably get out of his arms so it doesn't seem like I'm enjoying it as much as I am. Oh man, how great would it be if there was just a platoon of equally hot Secret Service guys waiting outside the church, ready to escort me out of this nightmare. My reverse Harlem story begins now. Oh, Junge. Before we could even reach the door, a familiar voice chimed in behind us.
I'll take the girl.
Oi. That voice, that's the huskiness of an old pervert if I ever heard one. Who are you? If you must know, my name is Osman Sadler, the master of this fine, religious community. Das wirkt wie eine Fanfiction von einer 14-Jährigen. Das ist eine ausgezeichnete Frage. Ich fand es auch sehr verblüffend, dass Resident Evil 4 Otome Edition einfach bei Twitch unter Spielen zu finden ist. Did he seriously just refer to himself as Awesome Saddle? He might as well wear a sign on his face that says proud to be celebrated, then he'd at least be doing the world two favors. What do you want? I knew that I would hate this guy's face. Also, das ist ja Ashley. I knew that I would hate this guy's face in high definition. Like I feel I'm becoming an atheist retroactively just by looking at him. To demonstrate to the whole world our astounding power, of course. No longer will the United States think they can police the world forever. So, we kidnapped the president's daughter in order to give her our power, and then send her back. No. Suddenly regrettable, I was averse in memories of the injection, so that's why they wanted me. In short, I'm the unwilling female ruler in man's dick measuring contest. Warte, was? Okay, tale as old as time. Well, in the spirit of saying that the quiet part loud, I guess I should add some context.
I think they shot something in my neck.
What did you do to her?
We just planted her a little gift. Oh, there's going to be one hell of a loving father. I thought I might bargain for quite a lot of money to keep this church up and running. Admittedly, I was fawning over the protective growl in Leon's voice and didn't really pay a lot of attention to the last part. Something about gifting some plants to my dad in exchange for donations. Jokes on you, pal. My dad hates charities and the environment. Faith in money will lead you nowhere, Sadler. That's right, Leon. The move. You stick it to that prosperity gospel. Oh, I believe I forgot to tell you that we gave you the same gift when I was unconscious. My god, but he looks fine from this angle. Wait, what? Same gift? Oh, Leon, no, we'll bond over this, I promise. Special contributions, my puppets. You'll do as I say, I have total control. Revolutionary. God, this whole evil dude recites evil plan thing is wicked boring. Someone really needs to awaken him from his world of cliches. Maybe Leon should do it with a bullet.
patient if you ask me.
Verbal bullets are not bullets, Leon. Suddenly we were blocked from the exit by more diet butter boats. Maybe Leon's onto something here. Not gonna lie, confident smirks of the what now bitch variety are undeniable sexy. Oh nein, Ashley, bitte nicht. Verlieb dich bitte nicht in den Dude. Too bad it's on a face that has all the dating potential of a garbage bag. Oh la la, Leon, you thinking what I'm thinking? Drop these fools in a dramatic western shootout? Oh, we can run away. That's cool too, and maybe even safe. Whoa, that was way too close. Freaking crossbow nerds. Is there any more insufferable enemy type? Leon pulled me to the end of the corridor, but all I could see was a glass window. Maybe he doesn't know what to... Ah! Before I could even vocalize my surprise, we crashed through the window and quite easily, I might add. It's a weird, subtle display of wealth, importing sugar windows from Hollywood rather than supporting the local glass economy. For all his beef with America, Saddle must like our movies. Would certainly explain why he hired Klaus. It's all very dangerous and stupid, but what cool stuff isn't? I landed about as well as Dad's first TV debate, but to be fair, I wasn't really prepared for Die Hard-esque shenanigans. A gentleman to his court. Leon jumped to my aid in a flash. You okay? Physically, still in one piece. Psychologically, crumbling. Still, I didn't want to lie to him, so I just evaded the question like I do in all my political interviews.
Leon, what's gonna happen to us?
I knew it was a pointless question, but I felt I was entitled to a little neediness. Besides, guys love that stuff, or so I've read in Cosmo.
Don't worry. We got into this mess. We can get out of it.
I like how he says we, as if this weren't 100% my fault, but hey, if he's okay with cutting me all the slack, who am I to disagree? My heart swelled as Leon took hold of my arm, his grasp both tender and protective. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single woman in so much danger must be in want of a bodyguard, and boy did I get one. Episode 6. I don't wanna be buried in a cold cemetery. Once we were both up, I huddled close to Leon. Looking around, it seemed like we had landed in some kind of external storage. There was little in the room aside from some bags and barrels, so I didn't imagine we'd loiter long. But Leon had other plans. Is this some kind of hobby of his? Or maybe Barrels killed his parents and now he's sworn to destroy all Barrel kind. Es gibt einfach so einen Counter, wie viele Barrels er kaputt gemacht hat. Oh, I hadn't noticed it before while I was salivating over Leon. But there's some good stuff in these barrels. Ammo, gold, some kind of plant material, you know, resources. Leon grabbed the goods and shoved them into his pockets. I guess that explains his obsessive interest in barrels. But who keeps that stuff in barrels in such sparse quantities? It is some kind of geocaching. Looking for bullets and pocket change down at the local church. Spain is weird. You know what's also weird? That we're not being shot full of arrows. I looked back at the shattered window. The satellites had more than enough time to follow us. We were only a few feet down and would make for pathetically easy targets, and yet nada. Does the code Bible prohibit them for exploiting obvious advantages? Are they having a synergy meeting? Are they just sad about their broken splinnotes? I shrugged my questions aside, knowing there were probably no answers. And if they were probably not worth knowing. Und nochmal Barrels kaputt gemacht. I looked back at Leon, who finally seemed satisfied that he had fully raided the church provisions. We hustled over to the door and made our way outside. As we ran to the front of the church building, rain whipping ominously around us, we encountered what looked to be an angry mob of villagers. They were just groaning at first as they ambled slowly toward the church. Then a few of them started to shout, "Un forastero! Ahí está! No dejes que se escape!" Here's another regret for the pile. Zoning out in high school Spanish. Something about not letting the forest hero escape. I don't know. Foreign languages is hard. We slowly inched our way down the path, presumably to see how they would react. I hoped they might just be here to fight the man for raising taxes and stealing their chickens. But them, lunging toward us with death in their eyes, squashed that idea pretty fast. Leon coolly stood his ground, gun drawn. I had a thought that he could shoot the wagon in front of us and maybe that would, I don't know, distract them or something. Seemed like a long shot. Oh. Wow, ich muss decisions machen. Well, here's to hoping this isn't the dumbest idea I've
Leon,
had.
shoot those barrels on that wagon.
Oha, schlau. Without a word, Leon took aim at the barrels. Admittedly, I don't know if he trusted my judgment or just wanted another opportunity to destroy barrels. To my great satisfaction, the barrels spontaneously combusted, causing the wagon to roll toward the villagers like some kind of blazing poverty chariot. I don't really understand why a church would have explosive barrels on hand. Maybe that was their rhyme. Es geht eigentlich nur um die Fässer. Ja, is wine flammable? Live hard, drink harder, I guess. Oh, I get it. That must have been the communion card. Filled with the blood of Christ, which erupts into the flames of perdition. I don't know, feels like someone is confusing their testaments. Nonetheless, the Spanish flea song is in my head. All of a sudden, I feel genuinely bad about it. With the villagers crushed and or combusted by their own flaming paddy wagon, we took the opportunity to run past. Between the oppressive darkness and the driving rain, I could barely see the path, but Leon seemed to know where he was going, so I just followed closely. A bolt of lightning tore across the sky, and I realized that I was looking at the graveyard. That's not ominous at all. Nuh-uh. One might say it's sacrilege to kill the faithful in such a hallowed place. But it's even greater sacrilege to think, well, at least you won't have to drag the bodies far. Wo sie recht hat? In echt hat Leon mit Chris gewettet, wer mehr Fässer zerstören kann. Safe. Safe. Having escaped the crazed villagers, we jogged leisurely down a narrow forest path until it abruptly ended at a ladder. In standard horror movie fashion, going forward meant going down. Das sah gerade für eine Sekunde aus, als ob ich gleich selber spielen muss. The ladder took us into a dark cavern, notably devoid of trigger warnings for claustrophobia was cave crickets. We moved briskly down the tight path and soon found ourselves in front of a rusty door. Leon began to push open the door with the tenderness of a kitten. I'm not sure if I should be charmed by his newfound discretion or alarmed by his sudden caution. What in blue blazes? I was immediately enraptured by the warmth circling the cavern. I felt safe. Cozy even. If only I had a glass bottle, I could take some of this feeling with me and maybe melt the ice around Leon's demeanor. It was perhaps the soothing nature of the flames that kept me from screaming when I saw the figures stationed between them. Whoa, who's the man in black? Not a secret agent or just your run-of-the-mill small-town gun nut going through a man cave phase? Alles gut, Leute. Das war wegen einem Paketboten, der ein bisschen bescheuert. Also warte. Was geht gerade hier ab? Ich dachte, Ashley schwärmt über Leon. Warum schwärmt auf einmal Ashley über den Dude? God, why am I seeing bubbles and sparkles again? How hard am I up? Whoa, is my eye moving this way? Is the parasite giving me superpowers? I feel like I could sneak in a lot more gawking before it got awkward. Warte, gucke ich mir jetzt an. Bandana. I dig the bandana. It says I don't sacrifice fashion just to obscure my identity. It also looks pretty warm, much unlike myself right now. Ich muss mir alles angucken, was der was der Händler so alles dabei hat. Backpack. My, what a big... What a big sack he has. Jesus fucking... Assessment. I wish I could have checked him out longer, but honestly, if he's good enough for Bubbles, he's good enough for me. Oh God. Ian approached the man casually, so I assumed they were working together in some capacity. The more the merrier, I guess. He's not as clean looking as Leon, but he may be better armed. A girl in peril has to keep her options open. Ja, Frauen, ich glaube, das mag sie auch.
Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Not the accent I was expecting, but in a good way. Australian, maybe? I'm all about the Thunder Dawn Under. Did I really just think that? While I questioned my moral credibility, Leon started browsing the man's inventory.
What are you buying? Thank you.
No, definitely not
Is
Australian.
that all, stranger? What are you selling?
The merchant equipped enthusiastically as Leon stoically perused his wares. Maybe it's part of Leon's safety protocol to avoid conversation where possible.
I'll buy it at a high price.
The merchant man seemed pretty excited about some jewels Leon showed him. Oh, is that a bejeweled beer stain? Am I observing the black market in real time? I can't believe they're making Leon break barrels and pilfer valuables just to obtain supplies. Either my rescue is a low-budget affair or our foreign policies woefully inadequate.
Come back any time.
As Leon finished shopping, I thought I should wave to the merchant man, but I didn't want to mistakenly initiate another romance just yet. I wonder what was that for, testing the water for traps, maybe? Still, it seems a little rude to just vandalize the merchant's place of business. Whatever the reason, Leon swept right past the flame, like a man on a mission, by which I mean that he hurried over to a box tucked in a nook. As if by instinct he drew his knife, cause what is a box if not a barrel disguised as a rectangle? Ah, crates really do hold out of use. We ran through the remaining tunnel and climbed some stairs to another ladder leading up. As I ascended, I heard the telltale sound of wood being victimized. Once at the top, I huddled close to Leon again as he approached the door to the next room. Despite all of Leon's caution, the room was pretty barren save for a bizarrely large typewriter on the table. Or maybe regular size, I don't know, I wasn't born in the 50s. Maybe someone's writing a novel? I guess I'd try to be a writer too if it got me out of Blighttown better frame rate edition. Leon suddenly started typing away with the same dutiful air of person filling their taxes. Perhaps he has Hemingway aspirations, would explain the tersiness. As it happens, he was simply typing a record of his time and location. He also mentioned professional mode and round 2, which I could only assume was spy lingo. Okay. I guess he's using the typewriter to let someone know his progress. I don't get why everything has to be so convoluted. Don't we have stealth jets? Wow, is Leon really going to ignore that crate? You think you know a guy? Episode 8. Painting the town red. We found ourselves once again assailed by rain and darkness. All of a sudden, the relative safety of the previous room seemed worlds away. An unnervingly low vibration hung in the air, stirring in me a feeling of dread. Or maybe it was just the shrieks of bloodthirsty villagers that had me on edge. Do these people not sleep? It's like 1 in the morning, or at least it feels like it's 1 in the morning. Leon led me into a tower and started climbing up an uncomfortably tall ladder. So wait, he's got the guns and the muscles and I'm the one going up second? Guess there's no sex discrimination around here. Fine, if gentlemen are dead, so are proper ladies. I'm gonna check out his butt the whole way up. I mean, it's too dark to really see, but it's not like I deserve to see something so wonderful anyway. Suddenly, and if we're being honest, expectantly someone snatched me up and tossed me over their shoulder. I flailed and punched as wildly as a person who never exercises could, and you might be surprised to find out that it had no effect, none. Hard to believe, but it's true. Given the situation, I did what any damsel in very great distress would do. Ich wusste, dass das kommen wird. Das ist das, was ich in Resident Evil 4 gehasst habe. Hey, it's Leon. Please don't shoot my leg, Leon. I scrambled to my feet, eager to put some distance between me and Pablo the kidnapper, but when I looked at him, his body remained limp. I realized that it's insensitive to just call a random Spanish man Pablo, but screw Pablo, he was a cultist. What is it they say about insanity? It's doing the same thing and expected different results. Sounds about right. I dedicated a little less time to admiring Leon's glutes and began climbing myself. It's really amazing what getting snatched by cultists will do for one's fear of heights. Phew, what a climb, but not a bad idea to stick to higher ground and force them into a funnel. We should be moderately safe, right? It's not like they can throw stuff this high, right? Uh-oh. I scanned the area below for any cultists with pitching aspirations just
Wait
then.
here.
Wait here. Wait here? For what, my expiration date to pass? Rather than explain himself, Leon stoically leaped from our perch like he simply didn't believe in gravity or leg fractures. He has got to have government implants in his legs. Got to. Which begs the question, what other parts of his body has the government enhanced? Oh. Oh, Ashley. I hovered over the edge and squinted my eyes against the darkness, trying to watch for Leon's movements below. I wonder what his plan is, you know, aside from murder. Murder it is then. Not an original plan, but solid. Leon rushed past the villager as he wailed in pain, but the darkness made it difficult to see what was going on. What the hell did I just see? Were those worms coming out of his head? Calm down, Ashley. It's gotta be. Ausfade, baby Jesus. It's not gonna be okay. My head is gonna be worms, and it perhaps even worse, Leon's head is gonna be worms. I shakily looked up and over the railing. I figured I was already scared for life, so I might as well stay abreast of current events. The burst of light below drew my eyes rightward in search of Leon. As if one cue, some more of the villagers stumbled out from the shadows, weapons in hand. Granted, those weapons were more like farm tools, but semantics.
Te voy a hacer picadillo.
Te voy a casa pisadillo.
Picadillo? Sounds like an adorable nickname for nosy armadillo, but it's probably something like lame like your mincemeat, as if anyone outside of cartoons even says mincemeat anymore. Amazingly, the cultist was only stunned by the blow. Rural folk are indeed hardy. My god, he's like Chuck Norris, if Chuck Norris were thinking about. Leon ran back to the base of the tower and called up to
Follow me.
I don't usually like being told what to do, but for Leon I'll make an exception. I approached the ladder and prepared to climb down, but then it occurred to me, how much longer will I have the luxury of attractive men catching me when I jump? Seems like a waste to just do things normally. Am I crazy? Phew. In hindsight, that was extremely dumb of me. Thank goodness I'm in love with a robot. We ran behind the tower down the dirt road. The whole area kind of reminded me of my Graham parents who lived in a rural part of Wisconsin. Just swapped torches for porch lights and crazed cultists for trashy druggies. And it's basically the same thing. I mean, they even have bear traps in the street. It's my childhood summers all over again. What's with the knife? Surely he's not going to... My eyes clamped shut in much the same way I feared the trap had closed around Leon's arm fiercely. Phew, he's delicious. His delicious biceps are still tethered to his shoulder. It scared me half to death. Still risking your own arm to conserve a bullet. I shudder to think of how the man shits groceries. We barely moved before Leon put on the brakes and raised his weapon to the darkness, with the rain pelting me in the face. I could just make out the vague, dovey shape of a villager. I wonder if the cultists set the bear trap. Maybe that's how people snack brides around here. Wow, a bullet saved. It's a bullet. A bullet saved is a bullet used, I guess. I'd say I'm blown away, but I think the other guy has me beat in the department. Sorry, my dude. There seemed to be a large gate at the end of the path. I could feel a surge of adrenaline in my legs as we approached. I didn't know what was on the other side, but anything had to be better than somehow worse Wisconsin. Okay, that's a lie, because there are lots of things that could be worse, probably, like, wenn Scary Movie 6 kommen sollte, sollten sie einfach Resi 4 parodieren, ehrlich, ey. Oh mein Gott, was gucke ich mir da an? Warum fantasiert sie jetzt über... Oh mein Jesus. Oh my lord, saddle. No, bad brain. No one would ever want to ride that saddle. Oh, Jesus fucking... Gott. Kann es sein, dass sie vielleicht ein bisschen... Oh, Jesus. Unangenehm Punkt extra, Alter. Me gusta.
Wait.
A collision with Leon's shapely back muscles returned me to reality before I could dwell any longer on that blazing saddle. I could see the gate just ahead, blocked by a lone villager brandishing a torch. Maybe blocked its overselling it a little. He's a blockade in the same way that a traffic cone is a blockade for a twister. Yeah, that worked out about as well as I expected. Sorry, my other dude. In the abstract, I feel sorry for the man. What kind of person was he? What were his dreams? With the path clear, the only thing standing between us and the gate was more bear traps, because if you can't stop people with torches, broken feet and tetanus is apparently the next best thing. That's true, that's true, that's true. Episode 9, Down in the Dumps. We passed through the wooden gate into what looked like a small ranch. Leon ventured in cautiously and surveyed the area. Considering the church group he just demolished, it does seem conspicuously quiet here. There's a shed over there. Seems like a decent place to lay low while Leon clears the path. Maybe I'll suggest it. Suddenly, into my confusion, Leon turned toward a lonely open dumpster. My initial thought was that the mission coordinators had stored more of his supplies in the garbage. I wasn't sure if that constituted an upgrade from boxes. On one hand, metal is sturdier. On the other hand, garbage.
Hide!
Ashley, hide! Wait, what? Is this a joke? But then part of me knew it wasn't. My body shivered, shedding off generations of hygienic conditioning. I jumped inside without a second thought. I held my breath as the lid closed above me. As I scooted my body around, I was surprised to realize that the bin was bereft of garbage. Either rural Spain has pretty good sanitation management, or the villagers are too busy being crazy to throw their trash away. Or maybe they're eating the garbage. Ugh. Would address the hunger issue. Regardless, it doesn't change the fact that the only handsome man around had just ordered me to sit in a musty waste bin in rural Europe with a parasite roaming around my guts. Wow, das ist nicht mal eine gute Zusammenfassung. I don't wanna say unwanted pregnancy metaphor, but yeah, I kinda do. I shifted uncomfortably in the dumpster. In this awkward crouch, my legs began to sober up from the adrenaline rush, only to discover that a whole lot of pain had moved in. Angered by the needling hurt, I couldn't help but lash out at everything that seemed irresponsible for my predicament, excluding myself.
Stupid saddle, stupid Klaus, stupid Jenner, stupid government class, stupid geopolitical dynamics.
I took a deep breath inside. I'm getting too wound up. Oh, I know. I should do some of those meditative exercises that my life coach taught me. Alright, here goes. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Okay, Ashley. You're on a beautiful beach. The sand is soft, sun warmed, nestled between your toes. Warte, ihr seht ihn ja gar nicht. Hier. Ich mach mal kurz die Facecam weg. Your personal bodyguard is lounging nearby, baking his delicious abs to a golden sheen. Your personal butler appears in dashing attire, offering a comforting smile and a refreshing pina colada. Extra rum, of course. Your personal dolphin trainer is putting on an adorable show with your personal dolphin Flippy, water spraying all over the trainer's rippling pecs. Everything is so wonderful. You have plenty of money. Nobody has warm heads. Well. It occurred to me then, amidst my fantasies, that Leon might finally be in danger of, or worse. Terrified by this prospect, I thought to peek out for a look, but I knew it wouldn't be just my luck. It would be just my luck that some stray cultist would walk by at the moment and see me. Instead, I placed my ear close to the wall of the bin, being careful not to get too close. It's so much to hope Saddle laced his parasite injection with some Ich muss wirklich mehr anfangen, Englisch zu lesen, ey. I strained my ear, listening intently to the world outside my garbage sanctuary. I couldn't hear much at all, aside from the occasional thunderclap in the distance. Before the creeping terror of my savior's demise could ensnare my thoughts, the shrill sound of a gunshot burst into my eardrum. A somewhat morbid but nonetheless comforting symbol of hope and salvation. Well, for me anyway. Assured of Leon's survival is resumed by my thoughtful listening. A series of thunderclaps prevented me from hearing anymore. Is Leon okay? Are the cultists gone? Can I get out of this godforsaken dumpster? What was that? A whistle? Is he trying to signal that it's safe? I mean, I've only ever heard that whistle used to beacon someone, and by someone I mean a pet. Not wanting to think too hard on the idea, I hastily threw open the lid of the bin and breathed deep. Thank God that's over. By the way, if I smell like rotten meat products, that's just too bad for Leon. Speaking of Leon, I scanned the area for him. It was difficult to see, but I found him with a flash of a stray lightning bolt standing on what seemed like a bridge connected to the farmhouse. In that moment, his dirty blonde locks seemed like a beacon of a lighthouse shining fiercely against the cold black sea, like poetry in the shape of a man. Well, it doesn't seem like he's making any move to jump down and escort me over there, but he's been working hard pretty hard, so I'll cut him some slack and do some legwork. On my way, I was surprised by the lack of bodies on the ground. Maybe the cultists are just literals on the whole dust-to-dust concept. As I ran, I became keenly aware of how insane this all was. People dying, and for what? Is it all just for politics and who stands to gain on one power-hungry old man? Or is this bigger than Saddle, bigger than all of us? What if this goes all by the way of the Illuminati? Amidst my struggles to glimpse the machinations of this mad world, it didn't take long to reach Leon. My head snapped back like a piston when I heard some groans behind me. Are there still villagers out there? Someone refusing the call of dustiness? Maybe I should ask Leon if we're safe and some other things. Where are the bodies? Does my smell offend? Stört dich mein Geruch? Wow, okay, so we're just gonna stink shame now, huh? Fine, I don't care. Yeah, I agree, it's not that bad. Oh, wait. That's a cultist behind me. I should probably stop smelling myself and follow Leon. Leon leaped down from the bridge. I could see a ladder on the ground already. I'm just going to presume he kicked that down because he likes catching me so much. As I prepared to jump myself, Leon raised his gun and looked directly at me. I could feel my cheeks flushing under his intense gaze, realizing that he could easily see my lacy panties. From this angle, I instinctually pulled out at my skirt. I didn't really understand what Leon was doing, but the sudden self-consciousness called forth a common refrain in the lives of women.
Ow! You pervert!
Oh, you pervert. Well, this is not a great feeling, pretty mortifying really, not sure how I should proceed. Oh god, he's starting to dissolve me on me. Ew, jump, jump. If Leon's upset about the pervert comment, he's certainly not letting it impact his professionalism. I wish dudes on the train were half so gracious. I inspected my clothes to check that I didn't get too much cultist dust on me. Also, I know I didn't pay attention in chemistry class, but now I'm thinking I really didn't pay attention in chemistry class. There was another giant wooden gate in front of us, once again guarded by bear traps. I see the creativity well has run pretty dry in these parts. Okay, so we're playing Leapfrog now. Not exactly the back-touching opportunity I was expecting. Oh wait, he must not think that we can just go through the gate, so he must want me to climb over it. You could have saved us some trouble by just talking like a normal person. I swear, it's like he believes the strong silent type is an actual personality. I need to think about whether that's stupidly sexy or just stupid. I hurriedly climbed onto his back and let his taxpayer-funded muscles elevator me to the top. If only all of America's revenue could be so well spent. I reached for the top edge of the gate and hoisted myself over. No one to catch me this time. You can do this, Ashley. 1, 2, 3. I hit the ground pretty hard, no doubt, scuffing my boot and tearing a ligament. Still, it could be worse. I could have worn my high heel boots, and boy, that'd be the real nightmare. Fortunately, there were lanterns all around the door, although that left me a bit paranoid about who had lit them and whether they were still prowling about. There was a large plank covering the door, but I easily pushed it up and to the side.
I opened it, Leon.
I whispered, trying to avoid undue attention. Leon opened the door as cool and serious as ever. I happily fell behind him as we ran forward. I missed him a lot for only 20 seconds of separation, or maybe I just missed his safety, I don't know. I have about as much clarity as I do upper body strength. Episode 10, Cabin in the Woods. And we're back for another writing installment of European backpacking gone wrong. What dangers await us? Blood-going, impalement, a crushing exchange rate? Let's find out. After a few seconds of jogging, we came to a rickety bridge. To my surprise, a merchant was waiting beside
Got a
it.
selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Wait, didn't we last see this guy in that underground passage? How exactly did he get ahead of us? That's a fine question, Ashley. The logical answer is that the mission coordinators had Leon and the merchant take different paths in order to reduce suspicion. Granted, not sure how much faith I have in logic these days, but it would explain their communication strategy.
What are you selling?
Yeah. Bizarre as it all was, I appreciated that Daddy was going to such lengths in order to rescue me without creating a controversy. He doesn't have a lot of political capital right now. Surely that's the reason for all this recon work, right? Please God, let me be right about something good for once.
Come back anytime.
Leon and the merchant finished their bartering and we resumed running down the rest of the bridge. Weil der unsichtbare Zauberer ihn hingebracht hat, ist doch logisch. Ja, ist doch logisch. Leon stopped abruptly in the middle of the bridge, turning his attention to the fancy radio buzzing on his hip.
I'd rather not hear it.
While Leon took in what I assumed was at best inconvenient news, I looked back down the bridge to see the merchant still standing there. He seems so detached, like a statue or Steven Seagal. Huh. Action man Steven Seagal. Actually, Leon reminds me a lot of Steven Seagal now that I think about it. I want to say it's his eyebrows, but it's probably just the general air of my first language is bullets. I don't know if that makes him a good man or a dangerous man, but when you've been marked for death, the fact that he's hard to kill is enough to give a girl a fire down below.
Great. Got it.
Oh. Rather than share his feelings about the general crappiness of that update, Leon immediately resumed downing down the bridge. Blasts of lightning illuminated an old cabin at the end of the bridge. My hope was that it was a safe house for the operation. My expectation was closer to a cultist slumber party. Darn it, I said I wanted to be right about something good for once. Good. Maybe we can go back the other way, you know, group up with the merchant, buy a rocket launcher. Whoa, it's like everybody in the whole village is here. Hey, wait. What happened to the merchant? Did they swallow him with their organized rage? Did he escape before they absorbed his polygons? Realizing that our peril was a tad more immediate, I looked to Leon in panic.
What are we gonna do, Leon?
Hate to say it, but we're sandwiched all right. Quick, in that cabin.
I certainly didn't want to be an Ashley sandwich. So I sprinted as fast as my tired legs could manage. Leon reached the door first and smashed it open, being sure to first scan the room with his gun drawn. I mean, I wouldn't call it through, but it's the principle I'm attracted to. As the villagers descended upon us, Leon yanked me into the room and slammed the door. I knew we needed to secure the door somehow, but I was at a loose, so I just left it up to him. Then from behind us a voice rang out, energetic and clear.
Leon!
Harut, just hurling planks of wood at unsuspecting people. It's a good thing I honed Leons Reflexes. Ein Jill-Sandwich ist okay, aber ein Ashley-Sandwich bedeutet FBI Open Up. Ashley ist nicht minderjährig. Nur mal so am Rande erwähnt. Sie ist, glaube ich, zu dem Zeitpunkt 21 oder 22. We both swiveled around to see who was behind us. Leon didn't immediately draw his gun, so I figured we were relatively safe as the lone man strutted toward us.
Small world, eh?
Small world, eh? Wait, how did I respond to the situation again? My memory is fuzzy. Huh? Reasonable exasperation, violent reaction. That? Was soll das? Warte, ich kann speichern. Of course, how would I forgot that iconic scene? It went exactly like this. Oh wow, is this guy like Leon's twin or something? I literally can't tell them apart of... And that's so hot.
Well,
Warum zeigt er hier auf die Hose? Well, their English is so much sexier when filtered through Spanish. I really have to watch myself with this one. I bet it's super easy to get on his route. Unconcerned by friend and foe alike, Leon moved to bar the door. All the while, the Metro Cowboy and I began a showdown with only our eyes as weapons. Oh, Jesus. Wait, no sparkles? No bubbles? What's going on? Is he gay too? I wasn't sure why my bubbles were broken, but my concerns faded away as his eyes openly and salaciously explored my body. He must be searching for just the right compliment to lure me into his Spanish wilds.
I see that the president's equipped his daughter with ballistics too.
Yeah, my lips are supple aren't... wait. What? I'm basically America's princess and my boobs are the only thing worth mentioning. I guess we know now where all the cowboys have gone. To shit. This is bruh einfach. Seriously, I'm so pissed right now. Just cause I'm an incubator of evil doesn't mean my body is every man's plaything. Fight back against the... Yeah, I'm not your bait, Fernando. You want some ballistics? I'll show you some goddamn ballistics.
How rude! And I don't believe there's any relevance with my figure and my standing.
Not the most forceful reproach, but I try to keep it diplomatic. Like it's like Daddy always says, never burn a bridge unless it's politically expedient.
Who are you?
I demanded. If there's one thing debate club taught me, it's to always hide your disadvantage by turning the conversation away from yourself.
Oh, excuse me, Your Highness. Perhaps the young lady might want to introduce herself first before asking someone his name.
Touché, you inglorious bastard. In true debate team spirit, I must begrudgingly but concede the point, but not without a sassy retort.
Her name's Ashley Graham, the president's daughter.
Bro, that was like not sassy at all. New plan. Lean into the archetype of the spoiled upper crust white woman and turn away angrily. It's always worked for mom. Beyond the power play, my sharp turn hopefully had the collateral effect of letting him know that I hadn't forgiven him his slight. You give men like him an inch and they'll take your virginity. I would know as would Kyle.
Is she... well, you know.
Is she well, you know?
Don't worry. She's cool.
She's cool. I appreciated Leon's trying to be encouraging and I much less appreciate feeling like I'm some kind of circus freak who's on the verge of growing a worm head. And for the record, I'm not over the worm head and I will not be over the worm head anytime soon.
There's supposed to be some kind of obvious symptom before you turn into one of them anyway.
Is he talking about the... Damn, I've got to meet that woman soon. What? Is he talking about the... Achso, der hat über Ada gesprochen. Is he talking about the parasite? Newsflash, mi amigo, the symptom is freaking wormhead. Not sure why El Jerko is so informed about the current situation, but maybe I should ask him a few questions. About this parasite. I forgot to ask if there were any other non-wormy side effects like growing wings or singing like Bonnie Tyler, but then I glimpsed a mess of shuffling doofiness in my periphery.
Look!
Now that I think about it, they have taken a really long time to walk, what was seriously like 30 feet. I'd almost think they were zombies.
Ashley, upstairs.
Following Leon's command, I made my way toward the stairs. Before I ascended entirely, I took a brief glance back at my gun-toting haughty saviors. Good luck, Leon. Oh, it's game time. And you too. Hey, wait a second. He forced me to introduce myself and then he didn't return the courtesy? Man. Okay. Jesus, Alter. Okay. Once upstairs, I found the brewery and huddled inside. Adrenaline was coursing through my body, but with no way to expend it. I became nervous and fidgety. In an effort to distract myself, I pressed my ear close to the brewery door and listened carefully. Ah, déjà vu. At least it's not a garbage bin. Well, Leon and Don Juan Will Leon and Don Juan really be able to deal with all those villagers? I guess we'll find out who's got the better plot armor. With the prospect of untimely demise on my mind, I couldn't help but feel guilty for what I had said to El Nino. Sure, likening my breast to violent weapons was questionable, but I can appreciate that he was trying to lighten the mood. A little levity is welcome next to Leon's relentless gravitas. And to be fair, I was checking him too. Maybe I should apologize, assuming we survive. Oh shit, I blurted out when the pounding began. I know my etiquette instructor would be mortified by my language, but screw her. She was never attacked by zombie cultists. Okay, Ashley, just calm down. Everything's going to be fine. In times of great duress, it is prudent to relax the mind with calming imagery, just like before. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Oh Gott, jetzt geht's wieder los, Leute. You are in a serene forest, untouched by mankind. Wisps of honeysuckle tickle your nose. A delightful warbling glides down from the branches and caresses your ears. You are accompanied. You are accompanied. Ich kann das nicht ernst nehmen gerade. You are accompanied by your guard, who is well equipped for the journey. Warum ist Leons ass so fucking tight, Alter? Holy shit. The only thing tauter than his biceps is his trusty hunting bow, with which he will stave off your enemies and your hunger. Also, the butt is real. Ach du Scheiße. Also in your company is a handsome lumberjack who excels at chopping wood. Both his axe and his chest glisten with the dew of the forest. Oh. Das sollte Jens lieber nicht sehen, sonst, in your periphery you spot a weird elf larper fielding with his master sword. You pretend to ignore his lustful gaze while admiring his high cheekbones. Oh mein Gott. Alter. Suddenly a forest fight appears. He leaps quickly between the branches, daring you to catch a glimpse of his tight pants. The sensation of joy permits your being. Your GPA is higher than Jenna's. Nobody has warm heads. Repeat, nobody has warm heads. Well. Uh-oh, sounds like something crashed downstairs. Did the villager manage to breach the door, maybe the windows? Listening closer, I could barely make out voices. Ahí está. Acaralo! You know, now that I think about it, we're in someone's house, are we? The intruders? Property violations are such a messy legal territory.
It's like everyone in the whole village is here.
Well, I guess you can't intrude when there's no one left to intrude upon. A stream of gunshots sounded from downstairs and moved progressively closer. Oh god, are they coming upstairs?
Leon, upstairs.
Jesus, I have really got to ask Leon for one of his guns.
Hey, you trying to kill me?
I held my breath and covered my ears as more gunshots were fired just outside of the bureau. Flash grenades in this tiny space, that can't be good for Leon's beautiful eyes. Did you send those invitations? I told you no more than 50 people. Confident grip or gallows humor, I guess, will know shortly. The gunshots persisted for another minute and I half expected to go deaf from all the noise. But then, without any warning, everything went quiet. The gunshots ceased and I could hear footsteps scanning in the stairs. Propelled by curiosity, I peeked outside of the brew, some bloodstains on the ground, but otherwise it was clear. I'm just so impressed by how the cultists disappear, so echo-conscious. I jumped out of the brew and made my way downstairs. Hey guys, thanks for saying something really... Hey guys, thanks for saying something, really appreciate it.
So, what do we do now?
The bridge I crossed to get here's out, so I guess we have no choice but to keep moving.
The bridge is out? What, did they burn it behind them? Also, How does he know that
I
already?
forgot something. You guys go on ahead.
Yeah, I'll say you forget something. It's called good manners.
Louis.
So his name is Louis, huh? Too bad. Javier was really growing on me. I wonder what Louis' story is. He seems forlorn for the playboy type. I like a man who subverts expectations. We watched Louis walk away into the night. I glanced at Leon, who seemed rather solemn himself. How does he know Louis anyway? The guy doesn't seem like an agent. So much intrigue and drama. I feel like my brain is going to pop, although that might just be the ringing from all the gunshots. Episode 12, The Sound of Silence. Okay, Leute. Ich muss das hier speichern, ey. Oh Gott. Also. Aber es sind schon fast 2 Stunden. Ach du Scheiße. Also. Es ist tatsächlich auf jeden Fall lustig zu sehen, dass es überhaupt sowas gibt. Also. GTA hat tatsächlich sowas nicht, aber Resident Evil 4 ist, glaube ich, das einzige Resident Evil, was so eine Dating-Sim-Dingen hat. Klar, ich meine, man sieht die Sicht aus Ashley und so, das ist natürlich durchdacht. Finde ich actually ziemlich gut. Ich bin tatsächlich nicht so der Dating-Sim-Fan, logischerweise. Aber für Valentinstag hat es auf jeden Fall ausgereicht. Das war auf jeden Fall lustig, mal was anderes zu machen. Und ja, ich wünsche euch auf jeden Fall noch einen schönen Tag. Und wir sehen uns dann zum nächsten Stream wieder. Ne? Bis dann, Leute. Haut rein. Bye, bye.